Hi everyone, it's Little Blue and you're listening to my podcast, aka Little Blue, on Thursday evening, and it's a real late one because I got a little bit carried away watching clips on YouTube of this morning. I absolutely love this morning. It's only since I've started working from home that I've been able to watch it, and there's just something about it. It's got so many great stories and it's real. It's real life people. And Phil and Holly are a hoot. Eamon and Ruth are a hoot. I absolutely adore that programme. And it's just so easy just to sit here and listen. Like literally the other day, my me time was a cup of coffee and me watching This Morning while Baby Blue is at preschool. Absolutely love it. So yeah, I got a little bit carried away this evening. Suddenly looked at the clock and thought, oh gosh, podcast time. Better go do that. It really shows my age that I'm older, doesn't it? That I'm sat here of an evening watching daytime TV. Oh dear. Anyway, the other thing I needed to do before I start my podcast is apologise for yesterday's podcast. I was so tired after our little walk and adventure over Box Hill. I have no idea what I said. I have no idea what topics I covered. And yeah, if it made no sense, I'm just sorry. It's not normally like that. It did have a little bit of structure to it. I knew kind of where I wanted to go with it, but I'm not sure I achieved that. Anyway, so apologies for yesterday. I'm back. I'm here. I made it. So today's podcast is a topic which is everywhere at the moment. It's a topic I've been trying to avoid and one I wasn't actually going to do today, but I feel there is a level that hasn't been spoken about yet, and there is an importance just to reassure people really and give an everyday opinion on it, like what people are saying in the street opinion on it. So I am not a medical professional. I am in no way an expert or anything like that. And I always urge anybody, if you are worried, you seek help. You seek professional help. I am not a professional. Cannot stress that enough. Of course, what I would like to speak about is the outbreak of coronavirus. And up until this point, I haven't been too fussed about it. I haven't really followed it. The only thing I have been is a little bit annoyed and just these constant little updates you get on your phone. You know, you get the Google notifications and it was like every hour, this many people, this many people, this many people, somebody in here in the UK, someone here in the UK, here in Wales, in Ireland, and wherever. Oh my gosh, it got so much. I actually commented on one of the BBC's posts, please stop with the statistics. I don't want to know, because it's just causing more chaos and it is adding fuel to this fire of people who are genuinely scared. And fair enough, it is a scary time. If you are within the age bracket of people who are dying from it, or if you do have underlying health problems, if you have a low immune system, if you're pregnant, for example, that's just going to send your anxiety and everything through the roof. Although they are saying it is not affecting pregnant women and their babies. So if you contract it, you don't pass it on to your baby, for example. That's what I've read, not what I know for sure. So what I just want to say to people is don't panic and take it one step at a time. So if you have not been in contact with anybody with coronavirus, if you have not been to one of the countries that has been severely affected by coronavirus, and if you feel 100% normal, feel fine, carry on with your day-to-day life. Don't go stockpiling. Don't go crazy and keep looking things up and get obsessive about these statistics that they're throwing in our faces. We need to stay together. And if you do want to do something, help the people that need the help. So for example, say you know somebody who lives nearby you who has got it, who has had to self-isolate, or they're not sure they've got it and they've had to self-isolate. If you know that, write them a little card, pop it through their letterbox, just saying, this is my number, this is my social media, I live at such and such. If you need help, I can help you. If you need me to go and pick something up in town, I'll pick it up in town. If you need a letter posted, I'll go post your letter. Offer help and support to people who are isolated. If one of your friends or family members are self-isolating, call them. Like literally every day, give them somebody to talk to, give them company, especially if they are somebody that lives alone, especially if they are a parent with children. I have a family member who is also a single parent. She has 2 boys, and she said to me that the thought of being alone for up to 4 weeks with her boys in the same house, it's just scary and makes her feel sick. And I mean, I've only got baby Blue, and she's relatively good when we're at home together. In fact, that's probably when she's her best behaved. But we've got plenty of arts and crafts here. We've got baking we can do. I've always got activities that we can do at home, just in case it's bad weather, basically. So that sort of side of things, like the fact that we'll have nothing to do and we'll get bored, it's more the fact that we will get on each other's nerves. It's a very small flat. There's not many places we can go to be apart. And I won't necessarily get as much freedom. And you don't get the vitamins from the sun. You don't get the fresh air. You don't get to see people. And yeah, it must be so hard. So if you do know somebody in isolation, whether that is a neighbour, a friend, a work colleague, whoever, if you hear of somebody, offer a helping hand. Give them support. And literally, like I say, that could literally just be a phone call. Or you could pop them little postcards through the post, give them something to look at saying, hey, this is your daily postcard to make you smile. Because if it were me, I'd look forward to that postcard every morning or every other day or whatever to see because it gives you some sort of connection to the outside world and the thought that you are not alone, that there is somebody that could potentially be on your doorstep that can help you if you ran out of cowpole or if you needed to get rushed to hospital or something like that. You have somebody. And I think that's one of the biggest things that we can all do is just pull together and support one another. If you have been in contact with coronavirus, if you have been in contact with somebody who has been to one of those countries and you're concerned, or you yourself have been to one of the countries that are very affected, call 111. Ask for their advice. If you're experiencing symptoms, they're saying if you go online and look up symptoms, it's very conflicting. So one website will say something and then another website will say something else. And tonight I just could not grasp what they mean by a persistent cough. Obviously that means a cough that keeps going. But to me, when I read a persistent cough, I think of things like you've had this cough for a couple of weeks, so go to your doctor. But with this, you can't wait a couple of weeks. So if you get a persistent cough, does that mean you are constantly coughing throughout the day? You've had a cough which comes and goes throughout the day. And it was just, I was getting so stressed about it. And in the end, I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to wait and see. Tomorrow is a new day. Baby Blue's got a little bit of a cough. I do not 100% think it is anything to worry about because she's not feeling ill. She has no high temperature. It's just a little tickle in her throat, which she tends to get when the pollen count is quite high. And I know the pollen count is high because my hay fever has been triggered as well. So, it's not out of the ordinary. And like I say, she's still herself. She's not feeling ill. We've not been in contact with anybody with it. We've not been abroad at all, ever. So I am not going to worry until I have a cause to. And then even if I do have to self-isolate, I will ring 111 service first to get advice, to find out. I'll probably use a home delivery service. A lot of the supermarkets like Tesco's and Sainsbury's and Asda, they do home delivery. And you just pop a note when you do it saying, self-isolating, please knock and leave food on doorstep, walk away because I can't sign anything, or likewise get friends or family or neighbours to just give you something, drop it on the doorstep and send you a text, or knock, just sort of put a card through the post or something, let them know that it's there so you can pick it up, put it away, and you've got what you need. No matter who we are, there will be someone you can contact, and do not be ashamed to ask for help, because like I said, these are the times that we need to pull together. And Britain as a nation, we have always pulled together, always. Wartime, throughout all foot and mouth disease. Do you remember foot and mouth disease? The swine flu, the SARS, all of these things that have affected us in the past. We have always pulled together, and kindness could not be more important than right now. Right now. It's the social media thing with all the trolls and stuff like that. Yes, we need kindness for that, but we need kindness to look after one another. And that, as well as helping people out and talking to people and making sure people feel connected, if you are concerned you may have it, don't go and see an elderly family member. Don't go and see somebody you know has an autoimmune disease or a lowered immune system. Honestly, please keep your friends safe. It's sad because I've got some really dear friends that I cannot see at the moment because we've had a cold, just a normal bog standard cold, nothing to worry about. It was before the coronavirus hit. And now we're feeling fine. We could go and see them. But we don't know who we've been in contact with because of this virus. And it's awful because I really want to see them, but I can't because I do not want to put them at risk right now. And, well, ever. But I do stay connected. I do text them every night. I do say, I miss you. I'm thinking of you. How are you doing? Do you need anything? And I have offered help for them. I've offered help for my parents. Anybody that is within that high risk category. I basically text saying, if you need me to run you errands, if you need me to do anything, please just tell me. And if I have offered and you're listening now, I 100% mean it. It's not an empty offer. It is an open offer. Please take me up on it. If you need anything, like a letter posted or a parcel picked up or food dropped off or, God forbid, toilet roll. Oh, the toilet roll thing. How stupid. I think I do have a little bit of a theory about what's going on, because I'm wondering if, like those big cash and carry type shops that businesses get their toilet roll from, if they have run out, you're going to go to the supermarkets, aren't you? And I'm wondering if something like a hotel or a big office block that needs a lot of toilet paper have gone to supermarkets to order it. Or it's just somebody seeing an opportunity and thinking, I'm going to buy all the toilet rolls and sell them online for more than they're worth. And it's just selfish. It really is. If you know someone that has rung up a supermarket, because I know this is happening, rung up a supermarket and saying, when you get your delivery and I want all of them, and buying them off them, tell them off. Give them a slap wrist, because it is so selfish. And I'm so glad that Tesco's have seen sense to limit the amount of certain items that are being sold, because that way it is fair. I think Sainsbury's and Lidl and some of the others really need to follow suit quite quickly, because otherwise the staff won't want to do it, but they've not got a leg to stand on. You can't just deny somebody the products, can you, if they ask for them, because it's still good money. Anyway, my advice is stay safe, keep yourself informed, and look after other people, because kindness is so needed. Keep your community. Let people know that they are important to you and that they are not cut off. They are self-isolated, but they are not isolated from all communication. You can talk to them on the phone, you can email them, you can chat with them online. Anyway, end of the podcast. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow. Look after yourselves. Bye.